Can I message Jewel?
Do you have the message spell?
No, not at all, but I'm going to try. I know it's something she does, and she makes it seem so easy, so I'm just going to think 25 words at her.
What are those 25 words, Stennel?
Found another paper with words. I can't read. I'm going for another.
Can't read.
Can't read. I mean, it's very good advice. You should never can't read.
Welcome, heroes. My name is Jeremy Blackheart, and I'll be DMing this arc of Total Party Guild, a weekly retrowave-inspired live play 5th edition D&D podcast. This week, the guild will be hiring
Jewel Von Onyx, human bard, played by Vanessa Otero.
Justin Lamb playing Stennel Bjorn's son, the halfling barbarian.
Sean Rowe playing Singer, the tiefling cleric.
We still have our special guest with us.
Matthew playing the gnome artificer, Dimble Pillwicken.
Last we left our heroes, they have found the clues that the weird stalker of Allure left for them as they piece together to race against the clock for an attempted assassination. They finally find the last clue right as the band went back on stage. They heard a loud boom, and Stennel looked around to see if he could spot anything out of the ordinary, and he looked up towards the rafters, and he saw the assassin hanging from a wire with a crossbow in hand. At the start of the chaos, we find our party right outside of Allure's dressing room. What do they do?
So we're all outside the dressing room, and Stennel is looking up into the rafters.
Yeah, he said he wanted to start climbing up.
That is exactly correct. I am going up into the rafters after that guy.
And what are the rest of you doing?
So we heard a loud boom, and can we see the stage from where we're standing at?
You'd have to go either like up and peek through the curtains or climb up the second level of the catwalks. So you could peer out.
What's closer?
I'm just peeking through the curtain.
Okay, then I'll go peek through the curtain and see what I can see.
You look out, and 2 members of Power Chord and Allure are staring at what was the guitarist and now is a pile of scrap metal. People in the crowd are screaming and scampering to get out of the theater. You see a couple people from the front trying to climb up on stage to attempt to help the scrap heap. There are some stage hands that really look confused and don't know how to handle the situation. Then the other 2 members of Power Chord start looking at their instruments to see if anything's fucky with them.
Oh shit, we need to get them off the stage. If they're looking at their equipment like it exploded, not something came from above.
Yeah, because what had happened was there was the music playing, and then one of the notes sounded weird, and then the explosion happened, right?
Yeah, it had a sour note, and then there was a boom.
Well, I can't fix metal, so I'm going to see if I can help Stennel.
Okay, Jewel, what were you going to say?
I'm just thinking, how far away is Allure from us?
I'll say 60 feet. 60 feet.
Okay, I'm just going to send a message to her and be like, get off the stage.
You get a message back, and it's just stammering. It's just, she's frozen.
I'll start running to the stage then.
And Dimble?
Dimble's following Jewel.
Okay. Dimble and Jewel, you rush to the stage to gather Allure. Stennel and Singer start climbing the metal rafting up to the top. It's half your movement speed, and so around you can climb about 15, and it is 45, about 60 feet up. So it'll take you 4 rounds to climb to the top.
What if we burn our actions to climb?
Oh yeah, you can dash.
Action.
So 2.
So 2 rounds.
Yeah. Yep. So you just start climbing?
Oh yeah. I'm
Yes.
like I'm leaping from like, fixture to fixture. I'm like pushing up off the poles, grabbing something and shimmying up it. Like I've been up enough trees. These are just like metal ugly trees.
We will roll initiative now as we're about to enter combat. So tell me what you got.
Show me what you got. Fuck. That's a 4?
Total?
4 total for Jewel. 2 plus 2.
Oh.
14 for Dimble.
8 for Stennel.
2 for Singer.
Oh, man.
-1.
Low-ish buddies. Yeah, mine is only as high as it is because I have the Jack of all trades, and it's 2.
Damn. That's okay. These were not the rolls we needed.
I don't.
We're saving our big rolls for later.
First round of combat. Singer and Stennel, you hear the twang of the crossbow. A dim light follows the bolt. Jewel and Dimble, you see it hit the stage not too far away from Allure, and she wide-eyed panic and looks at it. For a brief moment, you can see it's kind of like, it's got like a dim bluish glow that looks like it was dipped in something. Like it's not the whole bolt, it's just the first half of it.
Uh-oh.
I'll definitely look up to see like where it came from.
Mm-hmm. Roll me a perception check.
Cool. That is an 11.
You can kind of see where you think it came from, but you can't make out anything up there in the darkness.
Okay.
Next up is Dimble.
I'll look up as well, see if I can identify where it came from.
Okay.
7.
7? No. It's hard for you to focus with all the cacophony screaming and everything else going on.
All right, I guess I'll just yell, Allure, just get off the stage. Just go backstage, quick. Hold action to try and see if I see something. It doesn't feel like a thing Dimble would do. He's more no. But yeah, yeah.
And she's just like wide-eyed, like she's in shock.
Okay. And you guys do strict held action, so I'll attack an enemy if I see one, I suppose.
Stennel.
So I'm racing upwards through these scaffolds and such.
Mm-hmm.
I see the guy. I know he's kind of far away. Do I see any other people up here? Stagehands, helpful people?
At each of the catwalks, there are people just kind of watching, frozen because they don't know what to do. I would say there's about 6 left up here. A lot of the other ones that were.
If any of,
and he's the only one in the very top rafters.
Okay. I want to shout at like all of the people who are here. Turn the lights up there. Shine lights up there. And I point upwards as I'm running, climbing.
Okay.
Let's see if I can get them.
Roll me a
Persuasion,
diplomacy check, or persuasion. Yeah, there you go.
New diplomacy.
Oh, that's right. I have the lucky trait. Hang on. Oof.
Oh,
Dicey.
Hooray!
That one never
Oh,
happened.
thank goodness. Okay, 18. Woo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So your voice echoes over the chaos and reaches a few of the workers, and they start to look up. You reach the very top of the scaffolding, assuming you're dashing.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So now he's about 50 feet away, and he's hanging by a wire.
Like, it's over for you, buddy.
Jewel, you're up.
Can I make it to Allure with 30 speed from where I am?
Oh, I was just assuming you and Dimble went out there. I gave you guys a free movement.
Oh, okay. Then I'm definitely going to run up to her and kind of like gently shake her shoulder and then position myself between her and the arrow, because I would assume it came from this direction.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to cast when I hear, as I hear Stennel yell up there, I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern above us, like a shield almost. And I'm not going to target my party, but is it actually, can I make that choice?
I don't think you can. No.
Well, what is the range on it?
Oh, it's each creature. So it's 120 feet, and each creature in the area who sees it.
Okay.
So I'm not going to do that.
And
I'm not going to do that because it's going to debilitate us. So,
well, what's the size of the cube? Isn't it like a 20-foot cube?
It's 30 feet.
30-foot cube.
Mm-hmm.
So you just have to pick a spot up there and then hit a 30-foot cube, but you'd have to make sure.
But it's anybody who can see it.
Yeah, in the area.
Oh, but they're walking into the area?
That space is pretty big. Stennel's about, what'd I say, 50 feet away, 55 feet away, something like that.
But do they have to make the save? Hold on. I'm just looking. Do they have to make the save when they enter the area? Because that's what I'm worried about.
No, it's a one-time, like it flashes, and if they're susceptible to it, then they turn into a vegetable.
So, yeah, I will do that then and cast it as high, as close to the ceiling as I can if it will avoid my friends.
You cast it up there, and Stennel Singer, you see Vanessa. Describe it.
Okay. It's like swirling out from my hand. It's just like a pink and white like spiral, and it just kind of makes as it moves away from the pinpoint on my hand, it like gets bigger and bigger until it's spreading 30 feet, and it's just like a hypnotic just a spiral, like when you see in the cartoons where it's like somebody's trying to hypnotize somebody with a spiral, and it just is going around and around, and that's all it looks like, with little like music notes embedded into all of the lights.
You see him kind of like have the woozy head, and then he goes limp, and his crossbow starts hanging just barely on the end of his fingertip.
Okay, so for my bonus action, I'm just going to be like, come on, we got to get you off the stage, and like try to gently snap her out of slack-jawedness.
And then do you want to move?
I move to her.
She looks at you and at Dimble, and then at the heap that was one of the power chord members, takes a baby step towards backstage. Singer, you're up.
I continue climbing.
And you make it to the top, and you can see the assassin wet noodled on a wire.
Oh, good.
Bonus action?
He's out until we do something, and I'm too far away to touch him. So I think I will wait until me and Stennel can get him down without injuring him, or tying him up and then getting him down. Oh shit! Jules down there with the clappy things that go on hands to stop people from doing things.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Well, I don't remember what they're called.
Rope?
We've never had them in the monastery, but so that's what I'll do. I'll stare at him.
Okay. Crowd is still screaming as people try and crowd out all at the same time. You can hear people screaming in pain as they're getting trampled. Some people are trying to run backstage to look for a back door. And it's just turned into a whole lot of chaos. He's just swaying on his little cable back and forth. You see a little trickle of drool fall down past the catwalk. And one of the stagehands looks up and casts dancing lights in the rafters. You can see his form shadowed by the dim light of the disco ball scintillating colors. How does Dimble?
I will look around and see if I can perceive any sort of other threats somewhere.
Good call. Keep a sharp eye.
Perception?
17.
You notice that in the crowd, there is one person kind of just watching. They're not trying to panic. They're just sitting, laying on their couch on the bottom floor in the back.
Awkward. I don't know how Dimble uses that information. So they don't see like menacing or anything. They just seem to be disinterested or interested, but not in the same way that everyone else around is.
Yeah, it's dark, but you can make out that it's a tiefling with horns in the style of Allure.
Okay.
It could be a conspirator, or it could be someone who's just really high.
that's very fair. Very fair. God, it's hard. I think Jewel. I think Dimble would think like, Jewel, you took care of that. That's awesome. But there's a guy down in the crowd. He's not acting the same as everybody else. I don't know what to do about it.
Are you waiting for a response?
Yeah, I know. I don't get one, huh? I'm going to start making my way towards there, but
no, I was just
it's not your turn, so I can't get one anyway. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. And he'll start making his way towards them.
I was just trying to think, what is your specialty? Aren't you a wizard? So I was like, just go down there and fight them. But you're not a wizard.
The problem is like I could blast him, but I don't know if I should. And talking to him is well, we've seen how that goes.
Right.
I'll start making my way down towards the suspicious guy, I suppose. And let Jewel know what I'm doing more than anything, and just start heading in that direction, trying to make my way through, and awkwardly telling people's knees to please make your way towards the nearest escape route in an orderly fashion in my head.
So the front rows are mostly empty as people tried to run out. They're about 60 feet from you once you jump down off the stage.
Okay. I guess I'll make a move. I'll move forward. Do they seem to have any reaction to my moving directly towards them?
Yeah, they start to get up.
Okay. God.
You have a suggestion?
I don't have that one either. We have questions for you. Just wait right there. And I start making my way towards them. I'm not going to use my dash action, so I guess I'll hold action if he tries. I don't know. I will make my way. Yeah, I'll dash. I'll just make my way as close to him as I can.
Okay. You get close enough to see her. It is a younger, kind of thick, red halfling girl that was laying on a couch by herself.
All right.
A halfling? Did you say halfling or tiefling?
Oh, sorry, tiefling. Did I say halfling?
I assume tiefling. So
yeah, it's a younger, kind of thick tiefling girl that was laying on a couch by herself.
Is it the
red skin and horns similar to
Is it the
Allure.
one that I like snuck up behind and plucked the note out from her hat without her knowing?
Yes.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I don't know that. Dang it. I guess making the connection that it's similar to the other people we've seen. I'll just make my way there and get as close as I can and see what happens.
So you spend your turn trying to bustle through the empty chairs and empty couches and then into the crowd to see this tiefling. Stennel. You're about 50 feet away from the noodle assassin.
And it is about dinner time. Okay. Awesome. I love pasta. The trouble is, like 50 feet, still 50 feet.
It's a lot of feet.
He's hanging from a wire. Is he hanging over open space or over a catwalk?
He is hanging over open space.
Oh, shit.
Well, so he has like a wire attached to like a belt harness, and he leaned over the edge so he could see below a curtain and get a shot. So the wire is supporting his weight with his feet on the scaffolding.
Okay, I can visualize that. All right. So it's going to take a dash action to get all the way there. But I don't know. I dash and I get to under the wire.
Well, the wire would be attached to where you're standing,
Oh.
essentially.
So is he hanging underneath me?
Yeah.
Oh, how far down below?
If you reach down, you could touch his feet. So it's just one of those like square support scaffolding with the like triangular metal formations between it.
Yeah.
It's just big enough to climb on and walk on. And that's the only thing up here besides a couple dead bodies you had to step over. And he's just hooked on to that scaffolding. So he's hanging below you.
Does it look like the kind of wire that I could like pull up with my bare hands if I...
It would hurt your hands a lot. It's like that
It's thin.
thick braided
Oh,
wire.
it's thick.
Well, it's thickish. It's like a metal dog lead.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Like braided cable, like braided metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can manage that. Okay. So I'm gonna dash over to him and then I'm gonna start trying to like haul him up to the scaffold.
Okay. So you dash over, leap over a body, and
Sorry.
bend down to grab onto this wire.
Yep.
Jewel, you're up.
I think everything I have is concentration. If she's starting to move, I'm going to start definitely like guiding her back off of the stage. Just to get her off of the stage. Wait, oh no, that I would hurt him. I don't really have anything to do other than just get her off of the stage.
So do you want to dash and drag her?
Yeah.
Okay. Back towards her dressing room?
Yeah.
Okay.
I suppose.
Describe it to me.
Okay. So I already kind of started to try and shake her out of it on the last turn. So this turn I'm just going to be like looking to read her face and be like, see if she's like totally dazed or whatever, and just kind of wrap my arm around her shoulder and like hustle her off of the stage. Like, come on, bud, we got to get you out of here.
It's like catatonic shaking and nodding at you, but she's following you.
And then what are the other two members of Power Chord doing?
They have thrown their instruments and kicked the drums
Okay.
over and ran backstage.
Okay, good. Because that would have been my next thing, was like, you guys get the fuck off the stage too, please. So I actually don't want to lead her to her dressing room. I'm not sure if I want to lead her to her dressing room just because it might be like scryable, if that makes sense. I'm going to... What did we think? What did you say had the scrying magic on it? The flowers?
It
Her
was
shoes.
an old pair of leather boots.
It wasn't. It was one of the missing, like the right of the left missing or left of the right missing.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm going to lead her to the room, but I'm going to throw those shoes. I'm just going to throw them like into the dressing room across the hallway, or into not the dressing room, because that's weird.
Yeah.
When I say it like that, I'm like, people might be naked in there. So I'm going to throw it behind, like towards the back of the building, but out of the hallway so people don't trip on it.
Yeah. All right.
Just so it's not in the room with us.
Okay. Yeah. So you guide her back there and root through her stuff and throw these old shoes out. And she just kind of like plops down in a chair, wide-eyed, and then looks at you like, what the fuck? Just sing her.
So Stennel's on the catwalk, and I made it to the catwalk, but I'm still 60 feet away from...
Yeah, 50 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I will run over and spend my action to dash and get right next to Stennel so I can help him do whatever it is he's doing.
Okay. So you're both standing over this guy hanging on the wire.
He's hanging underneath us, right?
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
So I looked at Stennel and I'm like, we do want to question him, right? That's the plan.
Oh, I'll question him all right. I'm gonna question him with a hand axe.
I mean, yeah, but we could just, cut the rope and be done with it.
You make a very compelling point, Singer.
I just don't know. I don't know which way we're going. We should probably confer with Jewel.
I think we should probably find out what this jerk knows. So we know it too.
Oh, sure. That sounds like a plan. That's what I do.
And then we can cut the rope or whatever. I don't know. I'm not great at this.
So you guys are bickering at the top what to do with this guy?
As we're struggling to pull him up, yeah.
Dimble, how much HP do you have?
Dimble?
Yes.
It's an ominous question.
That's really ominous.
Yeah, it is. Please don't kill our guests.
It's 38.
Okay, perfect.
Even worse.
You see, she stands up and she does an emotion with her hands and whispers something. And 4 of the people around you just fall over asleep. You hear her say, shit. And she goes to run out.
Awesome.
Well, that's not very nice.
They just drop and you're like, huh?
Okay.
So she goes to push through the crowd. Dimble's turn.
All right.
Get her.
Well, yeah, hitting is going to happen.
Well, I meant just get her. Just get with a...
Yeah. Oh, what? Oh,
just
what?
Get her with a G? Get? I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry, cut this. Cut all that.
It's just that mouse sound.
Dimble's very small, so he's not going to try and grapple her, unfortunately. As far as like meta knowledge, would I know things about tieflings in general?
Yeah, like what kind of things?
That generally speaking, fire isn't a very good idea.
Oh yeah, definitely,
right.
Especially with your intelligence.
Okay. Well, she did just try to cast a spell on me, and a bunch of bad shit is happening. So I'm going to try and hit her back. I'm just not going to use fire. So I will reach into my pocket and grab one of my little potions. It's a little green vial, and I will throw it at her, casting Melf's acid arrow.
Oh. Is that an attack roll or a save or
Attack roll?
Okay.
I rolled a 22 to hit.
That 100% hits.
Ooh.
Hopefully I don't melt the witness. I deal 15 points of acid damage.
You hit her in the back of the head and leave a bubbling hole. And she just falls over into the crowd and a bunch of people scream.
Gross.
No.
And some people are looking back at you with like that shocked look of horror.
It's guild business. You should leave. Go.
And they're trying. They're all filtering through the door, pushing each other like a Chinese sub.
All right.
Do you want to move?
No, I'll go ahead and just stay there. It's fine.
Okay. Stennel.
Do I see any of that playing out down below? Because I feel like he's out and in front of us.
No, you'd have to lean down like the assassin was to get a good look.
Because of the curtain. It's all coming together. Okay, so I'm just using this turn to haul the guy up to our level. Also, can you describe the assassin? Is he human? Is he dwarf?
Right now, he has a hood up and like a buckled trench coat.
Okay. What race does he look like from the back?
It looks like a humanoid male.
Okay.
Medium size.
Neo, got it. Cool. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna use all my awesome barbarian strength. I'm just gonna haul him up by main force and get him up between Singer and I.
Make an athletics check.
This I can do. Oof. 11.
What's your strength?
My strength is a 16. It's a +3.
Okay. I'll say it hurts your hands and it's a bit unwieldy, like moving a king-size mattress by yourself.
Yep.
But you can hoist them up.
I am fueled by pain. It defines me. It's okay if it.
And then where do you want... Sorry,
I
go
was
ahead.
just saying it's okay if the cable bites into my hands. I don't.
It is going to bruise your palms.
I am here for that. That is okay. I embrace that. I'm just hauling him up, and I'm kind of like pulling him between Singer and I. So I'm going to be on the far side from where I came from, and Singer coming up on the other side here.
Got it.
Okay. So we're in her dressing room, and I'm just going to like snap in front of her face a couple times like, "Hey, are you with me?"
She nods and then like gives herself a slap on the face. Let's do this.
Are you up to protecting yourself? Because I can't just sit in here the whole time.
And she nods again and she says, I got this.
Okay. So barricade the door, whatever you need to do to keep yourself safe. And I'm going to go back out into the fray.
And she reaches behind her makeup table and grabs a scimitar.
I nod approvingly and then leave. Because she's a guild member. Like, she should know the basics, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trusting that instinct. I'm going to go back out to the stage and just observe what is happening. My magic's still going up there.
Mm-hmm. You haven't felt that concentration snap.
Okay.
Nothing to see over here. Nothing at all.
Oh no.
Literally melting brains.
At the start of her next turn, she
sh-
takes an additional.
Oh man.
Oh God.
Oh man.
Making her deader. Heck. I'm wondering if it's worth the attempt on dropping this concentration and then risking him saving against a suggestion. I'm just gonna message. I'm gonna message Singer. What's going on up there?
We have captured the individual and have hoisted him up.
Okay.
Do we need him alive?
I can't cast again because that was one action.
Please hold for 6 seconds.
Nice.
Yes.
All right. So where do you move to?
I'm going to move through the crowd to back up Dimble.
Dimble.
Dimble. Did I say Dwimble?
Yeah.
God damn it. I'm going to move through the crowd to back up Dimble.
Okay. So from the dressing room, 1, 2. You make it to the end of the stage pretty much. And you can see Dimble kind of standing by himself in the middle of all of the seating.
That's what I do with my turn.
With 4 sleepies around him.
Okay. I'm going to give him like the fuck look.
Well, he's in front of us and unconscious, so I will tie him up.
Do you have rope in your pack?
Yes, I have I have a lot of rope actually. I have 200 feet of rope. I bought a whole bunch of it.
Wow.
I poured it up and pulled together.
Is it like a rough, scratchy, uncomfortable rope?
Oh no, only the best. It's a silken rope.
Listen, just reach into my pack, because I've got this scratchy hemp rope. Like, I've literally got 50 feet of hemp rope. I don't know how I got hemp in this, but
okay.
That's what's written here.
Then I'll get the scratchy rope.
Yeah, tie him up with the uncomfortable stuff.
And I'll tie him up with the uncomfortable stuff.
But I'm gonna want to take that crossbow that he's got.
Yeah, that's fine by me. I would know what to do with it.
I'm gonna put it up to his neck in case he snaps to it.
It needs to be reloaded.
I'll get to that on my turn.
Right, so that's what I'm doing. Tying him up.
How do you tie him up?
Like a sheep or a hog.
Oh shit!
Okay, all four.
Fours, all
Yeah,
four limbs.
I don't want him going anywhere, and I've done this a lot. So, on the farm, growing up.
And I guess mountain farm. You have sheep.
Yeah. Yep.
So many sheep.
That's neat. Is your last name Shepherd? Singer Shepherd?
I will never tell.
Mm.
Secrets.
Joel, you're up.
Well, fuck. Okay. So I'm going to continue making my way towards Dimble. And I'm assuming I can see the dead tiefling.
Yeah, most of the crowd has filtered out. There's a few people that are on the ground screaming because they've been trampled or pushed. But you see Dimble, the four sleepies, the dead tiefling, and a couple by the door that have been injured or trampled.
Okay, so I can see that he's not necessarily in danger.
Mhm.
So as I'm walking towards him, I'm going to just, I guess, spend my actions, like bending down and helping people that have been trampled to get them standing up and whatever on my way towards them.
Oh yeah, the first person you
that's
come
all right.
to, their foot is at a 90-degree angle to their shin.
Hell. All I have is healing word, and that's not going to fix a broken bone. I'll help them into a seat, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, we'll get a cleric in here for you.
And they're clinging to you. No, you have to get me out of here.
Well, I mean, what's happened has happened. Nothing further will probably happen. So
And they look
I think you should just sit down.
panic. And as you say, I think you should sit down. They are like trying to hobble out, holding on to the backs of the seats on one leg, like a pogo stick.
Fantastic. Okay. I will let them go hobble out if they're going to hobble out, I guess. It's really not going to escort every single person out of here.
Dimble.
Oh, good. Geez. I feel real bad about that whole situation, but oops.
Oh gosh, oh geez, oh gosh.
Like I guess if we're just going in the order that it happened instead of retroactive, I'd be like, is Allure safe somewhere?
I set her up in her room. She has guild training, so she should be able to at least defend herself if anybody tries to get in there.
I tried to question this one, and she threw a spell at me and ran. I may have underestimated my own power. She's dead. Crap. I guess we got to get some people out here.
You can still hear the light bubbling. It just sounds like when you put your ear up to a carbonated drink.
No, I can't.
Just
I'm
grimace.
very good at not hearing things I don't want to hear right now.
Does it sound like when you pour milk on the Rice Krispies?
Yes.
Oh, I did not need that. Not need that image.
That's very, very gross.
I'm gonna have to put a gore warning on this.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't see anybody else. I don't see anything else going on. I guess we just kind of help people at this point.
I mean, they're still subduing the victim up there. They have it's been 3 rounds, so they have 40 seconds left.
Yeah, I guess. Dimble doesn't see anything immediate to do other than try and help people. So if there's someone who doesn't have obvious protruding bones or acid bubbling out of their head, I can try and use healing word as well. I have some healing spells.
We should go back and both make sure no one sneaks in with Allure, or we can help the other two.
Either way, yeah.
You're both going to start heading back behind stage. Stennel, you're up.
I mean, I spent my turn walking towards him, helping people, and then we can help people on the way back as we walk back, and that will be my next turn, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. We don't have anything to do down here, basically. So
I would say there's not really anyone else on the way back. There's one other person trying to like get to their feet by the door that leads out of the first floor, but most of the people are out of here now.
yeah, I guess just make my way back towards the stage area and keeping an eye out for stuff.
All right, Stennel's up.
All right. So I have spent a couple of years on ships. So I know a thing or two about knots. And I'm going to double check Singer's knot and kind of like, yeah, didn't know you were a knot guy. And kind of nod in approval. And then I'm going to take the rest of this length of rope and I'm going to gag the guy. Just like, if he's, if he can do like the magic stuff, if he can make my head explode by talking, like I'm just going to go around a couple times and like tie it off. So he's like, he can't speak good yet.
Okay.
And then I'm going to like see if he's got any more crossbow bolts on him. I'm going to frisk him.
Roll an investigation check.
Went back to my inventory to see all the stuff that I had to maybe gag a person with, but that's it. Ooh, my investigation is -1, so 6.
You find obvious stuff. He has a little like flip top leather belt case with 9 more bolts in it. 1 dagger on his belt that has like the leather band over the top so it doesn't come out of the holder.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
You can get a good look at him. If you pull, like, he has a face mask on, so just his eyes are visible. But he is a very plain-looking human. He has brown, kind of scraggly hair. He has a rounder face with brown eyes and scruff. He looks pretty unkempt.
Aha. A master at standing out. Well, I'm just going to help myself to his weaponry.
So you're gonna take his dagger and his bolts?
Yes, please. Thank you. We the guild appreciates your generous donations.
In with the bolts, there is a vial with a lightly blue glowing liquid.
Oh, I'm definitely taking that. That's definitely a carcinogen, whatever it is. Thank you.
Okay.
Would this also be considered a light crossbow, or is this a heavy crossbow?
It's a heavy crossbow.
All right, thanks. I mean, that's probably all I can manage.
Is there any obvious way to get the guy off the roof?
Oh, there's
No.
one.
Yeah. Believe me, I was already thinking that way. But aside from that, there's no other way. All right, cool.
You have 200 feet of nice
I do
rope.
have 200 feet of nice rope. I'm afraid that I will slip and he'll fall, and then it'll ruin the whole point of tying him up in the first place. So I'm going to go ahead and cast Sending to Jewel. He's all tied up, need a way down. Ask Dimble if he knows of a way we can throw a body off a catwalk.
Why didn't you just ask Dimble? I feel like I'm going to waste your spell replying to you, but just okay.
Yeah, why didn't you sending Dimble?
Yeah, well, because the thought didn't occur to me.
Okay.
Fair enough. Okay, I'll ask him.
Because I didn't think of it.
Yeah. I don't.
I'm gonna sending you to ask the person next to you a question.
But I can't see any of you guys. I have no idea what you're doing, and Dimble might be dead already. So
You just blindly trust that Jewel will never die.
Exactly. Jewel's probably fine. She's blown someone's head off with her mind.
I'm working on it. I don't use my mind, but you know.
Yeah.
I mean, Dimble kind of just did.
Yeah.
Yeah, He blew a hole through somebody's
And
head.
that's pretty much it. After that, I'm just gonna wait until they arrive. I'm hoping that Dimble has feather fall so we can just throw the guy off of here. But
I mean, I do, but not prepared, unfortunately.
right. Otherwise, we'll have to spend time to tie up a rope and throw him over the side and wheel him down, all that fun stuff. So
I'm sure they have like pulley systems and stuff
I mean,
here.
there's probably pulleys and shit up here, but
To Matthew's concerned, we're still in turn order.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm assuming Jewel asked me if I have a way of getting this person down.
Yeah.
Gosh. I mean, if I think about it for a while, I could probably come up with something. I can make a potion so someone could fly real quick. But, fly
we
very
have
fast.
like 30 seconds until he's conscious again. So
Did they tie him up?
yeah.
That should be fine then. Yeah, I mean, I can make a fly potion and someone can fly.
Oh yeah. You can just hold him and fly down.
this is a question just because I've never thought about it. But if we fed the fly potion to the guy and then just like rode him down, or would he just...
I mean, I would imagine he'd try and fly away.
That was the second the thought
Yeah, I
process.
think he would have
does he
the
control where he's
control.
flying then? Like, but if he's paralyzed, can he still control where he's flying?
He would just wouldn't be able to move until he could fly, and then he would fly where he wanted.
But
Mm-hmm.
hell, hear me out here. Walk me through this.
Oh my god!
If you're flying in the air and you become paralyzed, don't you just start floating down?
Oh yeah.
You fall. Unless the spell says you float.
Yeah, like levitate and things like that have a clause where if it ends early, you float down slowly. I don't think fly has. In fact, I think fly very explicitly does not have that.
You just
clause.
fall.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
We feed him.
The other cool thing is if you trip a flying creature, it falls.
Gotcha.
That's
Okay.
still really weird.
It is. I was just wondering because I have hold person, so I was wondering like if we put fly on him and then also then cast hold person, could he just float down? was my
He would-
thought process. So
He'd become street meat.
okay, well that's the whole point is trying to not have that happen. So
Very delicately give him.
You can just hope he has enough HP to
It's only
survive the
60
fall. It
feet.
worked out really well for me.
I don't think I'm going to test that theory. Okay, well, that answered my questions. So I will not be able to paralyze him after a fly and then ride him down so that way he just lands safely on the ground.
It's very creative, though.
That would be so majestic,
Okay.
Well, that's what I was, yeah. Like
like a flying carpet just slowly descending, but it's a tied up assassin.
Yeah, I can use my experimental elixir to give someone flying, or I can use spider climb to give someone the ability to just walk up the wall. I don't know if that really helps in this situation.
if someone has spider climb and you attach him to a wall and then jump and then hang on to him so you drag him down the wall, would that work?
Why
Just-
wouldn't you
I
just
know, I think it just
take
gives you
the
a climb
spider
speed.
climb
See if
and
you let
hold
go
on
and
to
just
him?
fall.
Just help me, singer. Just help me physically move. Just push him my way, and I'll swing him down to this ledge. Like, stop trying.
I really want to use magic for this.
Just help me move his legs.
Sure.
You
Okay, sorry.
you can't.
I
You just
know
want to
this is
use
out of
magic
turn
on
order, but I
him
was
to use him
curious.
as a.
No, it's
Okay.
Yeah. No, I think Dibble's having this conversation with
Mm.
Jewel. Like, I don't think we could, as we're making our way to an area. I don't know if there's
Okay.
anything I can do from down here. Maybe take a look at the arrows, the crossbow bolt sticking out of the ground because you said it was faintly glowing.
Yeah, you can roll me an investigation check. I'm going to drop out of combat now.
Sure.
Okay.
Since I'm assuming, at least Dimble's assuming that it's like some kind of poison or something like that. Just the
Mhm.
fact that I'm proficient in alchemist tools and all kinds of cool toolkits help me at all, or just investigation?
Are you proficient in a poisoner's kit?
No, not at all.
Then just straight
All
investigation.
right, let's do it. I got a 14.
With that, it's not a common poison, but you don't know what it is.
But it's glowing blue like those flowers.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I make like Dimble's making the connection in his head whether or not it's accurate or not that it's connected with.
It's not. So the flowers are kind of purpley.
Oh,
lavender.
it's not the same. Dang.
No.
All right. Well,
Okay.
that's all I got.
Oh, they are kind of purpley. Okay, I see it.
Out of combat, what do you guys want to do?
I mean, are you guys going to try and just use a pulley to get him down to the stage level?
I was just kind of swinging him down like a monkey with a sack of potatoes, but
I feel like that would go
you're just
poorly.
going to Tarzan jump?
I don't think that's a good idea.
You guys could just interrogate him up there without us. Probably also not a good idea, but
It'd be better if I was there for the interrogation.
Yes, yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm imagining I'm shouting over the railing. Should we just throw him down?
I mean, it's only 60 feet.
he'd be awake for that part of the conversation.
I'm gonna assume there's like another kind of catwalk beneath us somewhere. That's within.
There's. Sorry, go ahead.
Like sort of within a safe drop distance where I could maybe like kind of push him towards the edge, and then I could hang off it by one arm and then swing him off with the other arm and just a controlled throwdown, like slap him to the next level.
You're just gonna like bounce him from branch to branch, falling down a tree.
So instead of one long fall, he does multiple smaller ones. So if he's like almost dead, we can heal him. Okay, I get it.
Okay. Okay.
The problem is
You
the
had
falling
200
isn't the
feet
part
of
that
rope.
hurts you. It's the landing part. Making him land more is not going to help.
There are 3 catwalks at 15 feet increments. So the tallest one is 15 feet below you. There is a ladder, and then there's also a gear lift. So like people can get heavy equipment to the higher.
Why don't we just
catwalks.
use that?
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah.
There you go.
Let's. You know how to.
We
how
got
to use
there.
it?
No.
Well, look, I'll push
Joel
him
knows.
onto it.
Joel knows.
Okay.
I yell. Joel yells.
knows.
Joel knows.
There's your episode title.
It's just a pulley system using block and tackles.
Yeah, for a second there, I was worried it was going to be acid brains or something. I much prefer Jewel knows.
Yeah, you really made a mark.
Yeah, hooray.
Yeah.
The most fatal guild member we have.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and lower this guy down to the bottom.
Using the gear lift, the party lowers the would-be assassin down backstage. After the chaos ensues, the crowd leaves, and Dimble melts the brain of a mysterious female tiefling. What will they find out with our would-be assassin? Next time on Total Party Guild. Until then,
Party on!
Party on!
Remember to send us your memes and dice pics on Twitter and Instagram at Total Party Guild or #Topagu. And join our Facebook page, facebook.com/TotalPartyGuild. We have a modest website, TotalPartyGuild.com, where we are setting up a wiki, our blog and info on the cast, interviews with the characters, and details about the continent of Arosa.
Be sure to rate and review us on your podcast platform of choice. It's especially important to get us seen and promoted. If you love it, others might too. A guild of many defeats more monsters.
Party on!